Hello guys and welcome back to OwenTravels. I'm in Bohol right now, enjoying the Lobok River cruise. Join me on this Philippine Airlines flight to Manila, but before that, don't forget to subscribe and get notified on my new videos. It was my first time departing out of the newest Bohol-Panglao International Airport. It's really a masterpiece of Bohol with a very tropical yet modern architectural design. It's a simple yet beautiful layout. Today is with Philippine Airlines, scheduled to depart at 10:50 in the morning. There were ample check-in counters, although the process is quite slow and the flight is actually full. And soon I got our boarding pass and headed straight to security. Once inside the departure hall, I was jaw-dropped seeing how clean, nice, spacious this terminal is. Although it still lacks some amenities such as food shops, lounges, but for sure they'll add some in the next coming months. Our assigned turnaround aircraft has just landed. It's an Airbus A321-200 with registration RPC9910. As the aircraft arrived late from Manila, our departure time was moved to 11:40 in the morning with a total of 50 minutes delay. Well, this is due to the air traffic congestion in Manila, which is very common nowadays. By the way, this flight was actually a free ticket provided by Philippine Airlines, where I have used up 4,500 Mabuhay miles for a one-way domestic ticket. Boarding commenced from Gate 7 at around 11:15 in the morning and was boarded by zone number. And as we entered the aircraft, a set of cabin crew greeted the passengers warmly. This aircraft has a total of 12 business class, 18 premium economy seats, and 168 regular economy class seats. Now let's head to seat number 72A, which is my assigned seat on the rear part of the aircraft. The legroom is average with a total of 30 inches of pitch and 18 inches of width. Unlike in business class, this seat does not have a universal power socket and a USB port. Tray table is unfoldable but can be extended. Also on this older Airbus A321, it does not have any personal IFE unlike on their Neo aircraft. But you can download the MyPal player from your device and stream movies. Seat bucket contains the safety card, Mabuhay in-flight magazine, the disposable bag, as well as the in-flight shop catalog. I find the cabin crew not proactively offering the in-flight merchandises, so I guess it's not available on this flight. Here's the Sky Boutique. It contains some in-flight food and beverages menu as well as some cool items to buy. I find the items affordable, especially their shirt. I should have asked if it's available in-flight.
Please put your cell phones in airplane mode or flight mode before takeoff. In your 4-star national carrier, welcome to board PR 2774 bound for Manila. We would also like to extend a warm welcome on board to the men and women of the Armed Forces of the Philippines. Our pilot in command is Captain Alfonso with First Officer Pavilion and
exits may be behind you.
Safety briefing was done live and we were already taxiing to the runway at 11:36 in the morning. Now let's roll all the way to Manila on this roughly 1-hour flight.
Cabin crew prepare for takeoff.
Took off at around 11:48 in the morning from runway 21. Now let's sit back and enjoy the scenery of Bohol Island. Once we've reached the cruising altitude, the seatbelt sign has been switched off and the cabin crew began serving complimentary snacks and drinks. For the regular economy class passenger, we are provided a choice drink of coffee, tea, and water, as well as a small pastry. I find their service has been downgraded from offering freshly baked pastries like cinnamon rolls to a now like cheap cookies or muffins, probably due to cost-cutting measures, but I still hope they would bring back their old Sky treats. I got a chocolate crinkle cookie. It's dry yet it's still tasty. Well, after the cabin crew has distributed the snacks, we were all then offered for a refill of our choice drink. This is such a generous way of serving passengers. Anyhow, I've tried to use the My Pal player from my phone and it's also a great way to kill time. There are a good selection of movies and TV series. I also like the fact that there's an in-flight map, although it's not as interactive as those with Singapore Airlines. I noticed that our flight flight today seemed to be a little longer, over an hour. Normally it's just less than an hour flight, but now we're already in Luzon Island and we're about to land soon in Manila. So let's see how this flight review goes. Making an award ticket redemption is very easy now by visiting the website of Mabuhay Miles. You can just pay the tax using your credit card or debit card. At least now you no longer need to visit their office or call their customer service hotline to use your miles. Check-in was a bit slow, despite it I just need to reprint my boarding pass as I've already checked in online. The delay on departure is not the airline's fault, so let's skip that part. Years from now, for sure Manila Airport will be decongested with the new airport about to be built in Bulacan. Cabin service was fantastic, the service was efficient, they were able to manage providing the snack service as fast as they can, even if it's just a domestic flight. Also, providing refill of drinks is really generous even for a domestic sector. The cabin crews seem to be warm, yet I still find them a little bit reserved, and they remained in the galley after the meal service till the seatbelt sign was switched back on. The ventilation of this aircraft, I find it quite hot even on air, but the flight itself, it was uneventful. It was actually one of the smoothest flight I had with PAL.
Please ensure that your handbags and carry-on baggage are placed in the overhead bins or under the seats in front of you. Seat backs upright, large and heavy electronic devices, tray tables, and footrests stowed, window shades raised, and your seat belt securely fastened. Thank you.
Philippine Airlines welcomes you to Manila. Time check for your convenience is 5 minutes past hour of 1 in the afternoon. Please remain seated with your seatbelts fastened until the aircraft comes to complete stop and the fasten seatbelt signs are switched off. May we remind you to check air around your seat for items you might leave behind. For passengers who need assistance and wheelchair, please blink nest. Our cabin crew will assist you and endorse you to our ground staff. And also, if you have onward connection on PAL flights, please proceed to the transfer desk.
We arrived at 1:05 in the afternoon. Some of the PAL passengers do have international connection. So if you have an onward international flight with PAL, your bags are checked through to your onward flight, but international flights are operated both at Terminals 1 and 2. If you're connecting to Terminal 1, there is a free shuttle service between the terminal. Our aircraft was parked in a remote stand, but what I like about this is that you can easily reach the arrival area as quickly as possible, as the bus will take you straight to the baggage claim where you skipped all the walking to the arrival corridor. That's all for today's flight review. I hope you liked it. Stay tuned for my next flight review. I'll be flying Air Asia to Cebu, and then Silk Air Boeing 737, Singapore Airlines 787, Emirates A380, and Asiana 747. So stay tuned to that. Thank you so much for your time and have a safe journey wherever you are.